How's it going, YouTube? This video, I want to give a special thanks to Lance Carter and James Scarborough, two individuals who seen my video I put up today, which is gone, so it's not there anymore. I had to take it down. I can't have people out there thinking that that's the proper way to test something. Not because of my mistake. Whatever. Everyone makes mistakes. I wouldn't make this video. I would just move on with life if I was one of those people who never makes mistakes. But anyways, I don't know where my brain was today. It clearly wasn't connected to my spine because I was checking a circuit for a 2007 GMC Sierra with a 5.3. Had a P0449 EVAP vent control solenoid control circuit fault in it. Okay. And what I had done is, of course, I went down to the vent control solenoid, pulled the connector, popped a 3057 homemade test light into the control side and the power side of that circuit to see, and then used my scan tool and bidirectional to command the ECM to command the EVAP vent control solenoid on. And of course, test light wasn't lighting. So the next thing I did was I went to the fuse that powers up the control circuit, or the vent control valve, to see if I had power on that fuse. What I did wrong is I hooked, and I don't know why I did this, guys. I have no freaking clue where my mind was. I just clearly wasn't thinking straight. I hooked my test light to be positive, and I even said it in my video. I'm hooked to be positive, and then I slapped it on the old chassis ground. Of course, it lit, and then I start checking fuses with it. Well, of course, it's not gonna light. You're hooked to be positive, you dummy. And James Scarborough pointed that out in the comments on the video. So don't think that I took it down because I'm conceited and never make mistakes. No, I make mistakes, and I made a big one on this one. The good news is I caught it thanks to these guys and rewatching my video. Because even after, I watched that video before I posted it, guys. I watched it, so I didn't even catch it. Like, I'm watching the video, I'm like, yeah, this looks good. Post. At lunchtime, I posted it. And then, let it roll, and people are liking it. Like, good dialogue, Pauly, good job. And I'm not putting any of you guys down. None of you down, because I missed it. These two guys caught it. And they're like, no, you made a big mistake, guy. So, it is what it is. I had to take the video down because I don't want anyone out there getting confused. For a lot of you guys, you're going to know right away, like, yeah, well, he clearly made a mistake. But I don't want anyone else watching the video down the road and, maybe getting confused and going down a rabbit's hole. So another thing is I was down in the power probe on the video. I hear I'm saying, the power probe, you can't always trust the power probe, and to be honest with you can't, but nevertheless, the power probe wasn't lying in the video. It was showing 11.5 on the fuses, and I'm like, wait a minute, my test light ain't lighting, but the power probe is showing 11.5 on the circuit, or on these two fuses. Whatever. So I'm thinking, I got, voltage, the voltage is dropping and it can't light a test light. So obviously I got to do some rechecks on this thing tomorrow. No big deal. I called my boss right away, told him, hey, I'm an idiot. I made a mistake, which is kind of a positive. When you really think of it, it's kind of a positive to making YouTube videos, because that saved my rear end. Because had those two guys not pointed that out, guys, I probably would have not even noticed. And then we would have ordered a box, already had it ready to go for the, as far as billing and stuff goes to the customer, and, end up making a huge mistake. Good thing they caught that, before any of that happened. So, I figured I owed it to you guys to make a video at least explaining that, yeah, I made a mistake, I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted to get a video out. I had like a lot of good cars this morning that I wanted to get out on video, but it was just too busy, and I didn't have time to get everything filmed. Plus, I've been having storage issues with my phone. So I wanted to point that out. I wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to make a video to thank those two guys for doing that. Lance was totally cool about it. It was like, no big deal, man. Everyone makes mistakes. We all have our dumb moments, basically, you know. And I did have, I don't know how. I mean, obviously I know better than that. But for some reason, I just made a mistake. You know, I wasn't thinking straight. So what's the takeaway on this? Nobody's perfect, I guess. You know, we're all gonna make mistakes. I gotta man up and take it for what it is. For those of you that didn't see the video, if you know, I apologize that you don't get to see me screwing up. But like I said, I had to take it down. I can't have that out there and having somebody get confused on circuit design or something like that. You know, especially if they're trying to learn or something. I learned a lot from it. Obviously, double check myself before I go, you know, filming and making myself look like a complete fool. But nevertheless, you know, it is one of those things, you know, like, it was a long weekend. I just wasn't thinking straight. Kind of got complacent. So, yeah. So hopefully you guys, I know a lot of you are pretty forgiving people. So, you know, and I'm a forgiving person. You know, nobody's perfect. So I had to make this video just to follow up, to thank James and to thank Lance for pointing that out to me. And anyone else that sees stuff like that, you know, obviously point it out to me. I appreciate feedback, even if it's, you know, critical. Just be nice about it, you know, don't be a complete douche about it, you know, like I'm not going to be like that to you. So I do appreciate that, guys, when you point stuff out like that. You know, there's always stuff you can learn, and I clearly I'm going to learn from this one. So anyways, I'll check it again tomorrow. I'll film it, and maybe in the video I can kind of explain what I did wrong. I don't know why or how I made such a simple mistake, but I did. Still doesn't explain why my my vent control solenoid's not turning on. So, you know, I should have had a lit light back there. But again, I'll go back, revisit, and recheck tomorrow, and we'll go from there. You know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support, and thank you guys for pointing out those two that out. That was a pretty big one. So I almost called you know, that would have been a really bad call, because I would have ended up putting a whole new underhood fuse box in this thing for an issue that wasn't there. So thank you. Take care and have a great night. And yeah.